Hey everybody, it's Glenn back with another Clash Royale analysis video. We're going to take a look at another game from the Orange Crown League semifinals. Initech Tenerife Titans versus Outplayed. We got Rainbow versus One Hive Hunter. Both players trying to get their teams off to an early lead, and this one, I couldn't believe it when I first saw this game go down. Let's take a look. They really don't do anything early on. Just kind of a slow play into a really crazy finish here. So we have Knight from Rainbow, just kind of slow playing, and we have P.E.K.K.A from One Hive Hunter. So that's not really a fair fight until Rainbow brings in the Barbarian Hut. So this should slow P.E.K.K.A down a little bit, but not by much. It's going to need some help. And that's why you bring in Lumberjack here from One Hive Hunter. And here comes a Baby Dragon just to help out. And another Baby Dragon as a counter. This is a great position right here of this E-Wiz. Yes, they're going to go after Barbarian Hut, and they're going to take it down. Or if they do, you're still going to have two Barbarians that will spawn right here, protecting this E-Wiz. I thought this was really great by Rainbow here, making sure that he's got blockers for this E-Wiz, and he'll have a lot of blockers. So once this push is done, if he's able to get through this, he's going to have a really good card as a setup for a counter push. So Hunter brings out Ice Wiz, and a Tornado brings in everybody. And those Baby Dragons are just trading off, not really doing anything. And Rainbow's Baby Dragon stays alive. And again, this push, this E-Wiz, was just alive just long enough to be around when a counter push began. So again, that was a great positioning by Rainbow to place that E-Wiz in a spot where, yeah, it'll be around. But that's not the whole story of this counter push right here. We got a graveyard, and this Baby Dragon is just having so much fun at the tower that it takes it down. And you could see Hunter shakes his head as it happens. He knew. Let's go back, because I couldn't believe it when I saw it at first. It was just kind of a really, not really anything too, exciting about it. Baby Dragon that just comes down right here, and really the whole goal was to just make sure that it helps in its support of stopping the P.E.K.K.A. That's really what it is. There's nothing else that came about it. So now let's take a look. Let's focus on that Baby Dragon and its adventures through the arena. Of course, it went through P.E.K.K.A. That was the whole goal, was to take care of the P.E.K.K.A, to help out, with the E-Wiz. And then it stays alive and then starts trading with Baby Dragon. And a Zap doesn't take care of it, and now it has a bunch of help, because this Princess Tower is going to be focused on this Knight, obviously, because the Knight is in front, and the Knight is a tank. Here comes this E-Wiz that will just zap and stop whatever this Princess Tower is doing. And, oh, by the way, he's got enough Elixir to drop in a graveyard. And right here, once the E-Wiz is gone and the Knight is gone, you'd think that the Princess Tower would go after the Baby Dragon, but nope. Guess who's the closest to the tower? It's the skeletons. So the Baby Dragon says, thank you very much. I will take that, and I will take the crown. And still alive. And finally gets taken out. Now this is what I don't know if I shook my head, but I couldn't understand. Hunter comes back with a balloon and a minion, Mega Minion, and an E-Wiz stop that. Now, let's take a look at that. Because we have Lumberjack. Now, obviously, Lumberjack will be ideal in this situation. Now, you would say, okay, perhaps you have something that you could just rush the tower. It really seemed like this was a desperation balloon, because I'll tell you right now, at this point, this is the first balloon played in the game, and the last card in Hunter's hand is freeze. He doesn't have the elixir to run freeze at this moment, but he does now. He hasn't. Rainbow has not brought in E-Wiz yet, and Rainbow has all this territory right here now to drop whatever he wants, and Hunter can play freeze right now, and opts not to do it, and so by just letting it go, it just seemed like a very, I don't want to say throwaway play, but it felt desperate. It was just really weird, because that's a great that's a great card that you want to help get to the finish line, and it just kind of was like, okay, all right, good luck, you're on your own. And so now Hunter comes back after surviving that E-Wiz Mega Minion push with P.E.K.K.A. It seemed like this is his opportunity to do something again. Here comes a balloon. E-Wiz stops that with with Mega Minion, and there's the freeze, and it gets to the tower. So now we actually have a game, because 30 seconds left. There's plenty of time to cycle through. It just really came down to, I thought that first balloon really could have done massive damage, and really not necessarily send a signal to Rainbow that, hey, you let your defense go at just long. You let your defense guard down just long enough to take the tower. I mean, if you think about it, the tower probably would be down by now, but it's just not the case. So now Hunter has to play this situation as really insanely good as possible, and that's super tough when you have a barbarian hut that the balloon has to get through. So this baby dragon is going to get swiped by this Mecha Minion, and here comes the balloon. Can it get through? It gets through the first part, and what a tornado, and what a freeze. I couldn't believe it, and that tower's down. Now, you're probably wondering, you're probably looking at it, you're probably saying, okay, what happened here? So the lumberjack comes in, and this is an intentional lumberjack, because the purpose of this lumberjack is not to like race to the barbarian hut and take it down. The purpose of this lumberjack is to intentionally lose so that it drops its elixir, and so the balloon can get through. And what helped was that the balloon gets parked right here, obviously right at this cell right here. So the baby dragon doesn't go after the balloon. It goes after the lumberjack, which is intended, because now the balloon is raged up, and then you got a tornado that says, nope, nobody's attacking it. We're clearing the board, and that gives the balloon plenty of time. Freeze comes in, and now it comes down to, okay, what's happening down here? So we got this E-Wiz that just keeps zapping the king tower. You got these barbarians, and here comes a graveyard, and the P.E.K.K.A. is clearly not going to be able to walk back there with this poison. What a win by Rainbow. I mean, this was fantastic from the baby dragon all the way to the ending. Yeah, I mean, that balloon save by Hunter was amazing, but that counter push, I mean, it was just that's what you want to see, by someone who just had a tower taken down. It's almost as if what Rainbow did at the end was what Hunter perhaps should have done when that tower was taken down, where there was an opportunity when that lumberjack came in, got taken down, the elixir came off, and there was enough elixir to perhaps bring in a balloon and freeze at that time. When Rainbow's tower got taken down, he came in with the counter push that sealed the deal, and a 3-crown, actually. It was a 3-crown victory. There you go. So 3 crown win. Let's take a look at the stats from Royale API. There have been, I mean, quite a few of these games in their database, and it has favored Graveyard Poison with Ewiz. And this is a lineup that I've seen a lot of top players use on streams, in recap videos. I've seen a lot of players use this lineup in season 12. So it's a really good matchup because you have a big in terms of the Barbarian Hut. You have a really great troop in Ewiz, great anti-airs, great spells, and a graveyard that can just do damage when needed. But it was really the Baby Dragon that stole the show in this one here. Exact match does favor Graveyard Poison with Barbarian Hut. And if we look at the recap here, I mean, all of the plays were done on the left side here. Yeah, I mean, the balloons got played all in the same spot, and then the freeze got played, especially toward the end there, when the game was needed to be saved by Hunter and tied at that specific moment. But Rainbow comes in with the win. So congrats to Rainbow on this win. This was a really, really fantastic one. We don't get too many 3 crown games in the pros. So anytime it happens, it's really just fascinating to see how it goes down. So I'm going to end the video right here. Thanks for watching. Be sure to hit the like button. Be sure to hit the subscribe wherever you're watching this. And I'll see you in the next video.